And the Sooners will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. In the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Love. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Carr in the backfield, it's Love. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Finds a tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Love. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Looking for space. It's Love. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
To the air. It's Carr. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Price. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Fields. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking left. It's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
First play of the period will be a second down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rolls it in. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. And tackled there by the defense.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Carr. Trying to bowl his way in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. To the air on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Carr. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Wide receiver going in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. On target to the left. Off and running. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Finds his man. It's Lewis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got him this time.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
16, Oklahoma 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Carr. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Starting to feel a little pressure. That's caught. It's locked. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Batir. Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Ott. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that, let's get ready for it, let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Looking to throw on first down. Rifles it down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got the back over the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. On the run, it's Price. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Cricket, convoy.
A designed run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
On the play. Now, a 4th down.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Louisville. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback will keep it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3.
Notre Dame 22, Oklahoma 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Fires to the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Using his legs, it's locked. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Carr. He's going for a big play downfield. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going right and going deep. Balls in the deep ball. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's blocked. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. They'll run play action. Now adjusting. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face 4th.
Listen, I wouldn't argue if they ran the football, but nice job by the QB understanding if it's not there, the play I want, throw the football away. Now I can in a chance where I can kick a field goal, take a 2-possession lead.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense up.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and they didn't do it. They didn't get home. Quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. They didn't get a hit on him.
They just keep firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Here's the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with it.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Powers forward. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. He wants to change this route. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win.